Hello Warriors of Light, welcome to another video. This is more of a discussion video where I want to discuss about Final Fantasy XIV 6.2. We got the live letter 72. And I just want to give you my overall thoughts of what I think so far of this upcoming patch and everything like that. If you have not checked out the live letter, I highly recommend checking out the live letter. I think it's going to be one of the best patches. I think probably be the best patch in so far of Endwalker. The reason why I say that is because we are getting two brand new content. Like just brand new, it's not in the game at all. And that is obviously Island Sanctuary. So I will talk about Island Sanctuary. Island Sanctuary is pretty much your Animal Crossing Stardew Valley mode. And it looks really good. Like this looks like, I would say, like a time sinker. Something to do, somewhere to chill. I'm hoping to see like the extent of how far we can go, because in the live letter we obviously are not going to see that. And he said that Yoshi P said that it's like a 2.5 hour tutorial. So I'm like, okay, so this is probably like I feel like it's like really has depth to it. So that's gotten me very, very excited, because I'm like, how far can we go with this? You know, we didn't see how many like buildings that we could build. It would have been cool. I can't remember who said it, but it would have been cool to see if they showed us like an island that was like further progress. But it's not really a big deal, because it could be more of a surprise for us, and then we can see how far we can go. But it would have been, either way, it's fine, but it would have been kind of nice to see like, oh, that's a really cool town. Like maybe just like a picture. I would have just took maybe a picture of like, okay, this is like a pretty advanced town. And then I think that would have been really cool. I mean, comment down below what you guys think. Would you like to see a picture? Would you like to see like a little video of an advance, like how far someone that's gone? I don't know what level it would be for Island Sanctuary, because I don't know how far the levels go, if there's a level cap, which I'm pretty sure there is. But overall, like Island Sanctuary looks really, really, really good. The only thing I wonder about Island Sanctuary, and I feel like a few other people, is I remember Arthas saying that say goodbye to all the cat girls in town, which it could be true. It could be true. I don't know how much it will take away. Because I'm like, okay, are we going to see way less people in the world now because everyone's going to be on their island? Not sure. I feel like at the start, 100%. The game still has a lot of things that you have to do in world. And I think even with the relics that are coming out later, it doesn't come until 6.25. I feel like that when the relic grind comes out, that they'll probably obviously get more people back into the world and stuff like that. Because it's like a balance, right? You need a balance. Because you don't want it to be like World of Warcraft with WoW garrisons, where like the world just feels insanely empty. Probably the most empty that I've seen WoW, at least when I last played. I don't know if Shadowlands is being that or not, but you know what I mean? I'm just saying. Anyways, the Island Sanctuary looks awesome. It looks definitely like that Animal Crossing Harvest Moon vibe. Very excited about it. I love those games personally. I do. I get like sucked into them, and I like just completing them pretty much, as in, well, you don't really complete them, but just seeing how far I can make a town, or like how many animals, you know. I told my wife, I was like, I'm probably gonna make a waifu island where I'm just gonna have all the little waifu minions. So I'll have like your Stola and like 2B and like a bunch of them. And I don't know how many there is in the game, but I will just have the waifu island with all the waifus. But yeah, so Island Sanctuary looks absolutely awesome. Massive content. Like I said, the island is massive, a lot bigger than I thought. But I mean, it has to be an island that you have to explore and stuff. So very, very cool. Very excited. Then the other new content that is brand new is obviously the dungeons, and the dungeons look they look very, very, very cool. I was really curious. So to me, the variant dungeon looks longer than a regular dungeon, but the criteria and another, you know, another ass dungeon there looks like 3 bosses then, like, and actually looks like a regular dungeon. Like I'm talking about lengthwise, But then you have like the actual trash mobs that are supposed to be hard too, though, which that's obviously in a regular dungeon. You don't have to worry about that at all. It's just kind of get to the boss. Yeah, the variant dungeons look really cool. There's 12 endings. That's a lot. That's actually quite a bit. And there's like secret paths and stuff like that. So like that is another like really good casual content. Obviously, the dungeon system is not coming till 6.25, which I think is totally fine because to me, a lot of people are going to be doing the Savage raids that are coming out, and that'll keep a lot of the raiders busy and stuff. And then when 6.25 comes out, I'm not really sure. If you guys can comment down below, I would love to know, is it a month, 2 months for maybe the next patch? I think either one is perfectly fine, because like you finish your Savage raid stuff, then it's like, oh, here's another end game thing that you can do that is supposed to be very challenging, which I do like the challenge. I think Savage is going to be very interesting because you pretty much can't die. You have to do the whole dungeon on Savage difficulty, not dying at all. Like that's the hard part, and it's a time thing too. So if like you're taking too long, the enemies get stronger. And I think this is just really good for the game, because I feel like the game, especially now, like how many expansions are we in now? Like, let's see, Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, Endwalker. So we're 4 expansions in. Like, okay, good to expand even the hardcore part. I like that we're getting a big chunk for casual people with Ion Sanctuary, and then we're getting kind of another big chunk for the hardcore people. And I think this is why I've been talking a lot on my stream about it, that 14 is just one of the reasons why it's my favorite MMO. It caters to both, where I feel like other MMOs, I won't say the names, but other MMOs kind of go way to one side, in my opinion. And this is just one of the reasons why I love the game, and they do a very, very good job at catering to the casual base. Like even the dungeons, like there is a casual dungeon side, so even they have new content again. And then there's a more hardcore side with we're getting pretty much like an extreme difficulty, and then we're getting like a Savage difficulty. And the Savage difficulty, he said, the first boss is a 1.5 difficulty, so Savage, and then the second one's like a Savage 3, and then the last one is a Savage 4 actual boss. And if you actually think about it, technically we're getting like 7 Savage bosses. It is more length, like we are getting, so more bosses to kill, and I think that's great for the game. Obviously, it's a different style, and Yoshi P said that it's going to be a faster fight, but it's still going to be challenging and fun. Just kind of a different flow is what I'm trying to say. I couldn't get the words out. So, but yeah, it will be a different flow compared to like the 8-man raid dungeons. But yeah, it's awesome. I think the game, especially with this patch, I think it's just going to be crazy. There's a lot of other stuff in here, like the PvP changes. The only thing with the PvP changes is we didn't get to see the series rewards, so I don't know if we'll get to see that. I guess the patch notes, because the patch notes should have everything, right? So I wanted to see the new series. I'm just surprised they didn't show the rewards in the live letter, but they did say, like, I do like the updates to the PvP where we get demotion now, which now Plat's going to be Elo Hell. I do like that we're resetting all the way to Bronze 3. It's a clear reset. I do like that, and because it just fills out. It'll definitely help queue time, especially at the beginning and stuff like that. Because for me, season 2, I kind of started later because I wanted to do more PvE stuff. And I'm a casual gamer pretty much. I only play like 2 or 3 hours a night. But I wanted to start about middle way through season 2 in here, and I was already diamond and trying to start diamond. There was like a long 20-minute queue to do rank. So I was like, okay, I think everyone that was in diamond has already moved up to probably crystal again, and they probably just stopped. So like I don't have any matches I can play, so I couldn't like move up rank wise to do season 2 ranking. I wanted to get to crystal. I should have done it at the beginning, but I wanted to get a few other things. I've been like working on the relic weapon and stuff like that, so I wanted to get those stuff done first before I went back to PvP. And now I think it's kind of too late, and so now I'm just gonna wait for season 3. So I do like the demotion thing because I think it will help with win trading, because then it makes it harder either way. So now if someone win trades, they can actually go beneath them, and then they can't get queued up. Plus they are changing the queue things. They didn't tell us exactly how, which is good, because then we don't want anyone to figure it out. I mean, they still might figure it out eventually, but So overall, PvP changes, good. We'll see who gets buffed, who gets nerfed in that, especially with even PvE. We'll see what gets buffed or nerfed. The other things that I would like to talk about, the relic weapons. We didn't get to see what the relic weapons looked like. So I'm really curious. I don't know if they're just going to get shown later or what. It kind of felt weird with this like live letter. Because this live letter, I thought we would get like everything kind of shown. And we didn't get to see the relic weapons shown. Or they're just going to let the content go out and then you'll see what they are. But I feel like, I don't know. To be fair, I'll switch it over. They did show the new raid gear, which looks absolutely amazing. Definitely my style. It's very Dark Souls, very, you know, like I like the big plate armor with like spikes and stuff like that. I'm all about that. And I kind of need to level up my warrior because I really want to get my warrior. The warrior set looked awesome with the giant axe and everything. But yeah, like definitely the best, in my opinion. It's not everyone's style, I know that. But in my opinion, I think this is the best any raid gear has looked. Because I didn't really care for the first tier, and now I'm like, crap, I gotta do savage now too. I gotta start getting into raiding and savage, which I do want to get into raiding and stuff like that, but now I'm like, I have even more of an incentive to do raiding because I want the gear, I want the axe and stuff, or I want many of the weapons, I should say. I think we didn't get to see all the sets, but yeah, because I'm kind of curious what the Dark Knight looks like with their armor and stuff. But yeah, it looked really, really good. And like I said, there's a lot. So I'm trying to like figure out exactly what I want to do right in 6.2 because we got the MSQ. The MSQ looks really, really good. I'm curious about the extreme trial, everything like that. The new Unreal is Sephiroth. I heard that's going to be a really, really hard fight. And yeah, I don't know, that one's going to be pretty tricky. I heard that one's going to be kind of a party finder mess. Is what I've heard. I'm too new to the game. I haven't really done like no echo or anything like that for Sephiroth, but what people are saying, he looks very, very tough. And yeah, I wouldn't mind challenging. Like I have so much stuff to do in 6.2 that it is ridiculous. I still have so much stuff in the game before this patch even comes out. Like I'm still working on a bunch of things, getting into the relic weapon grind and stuff and doing some Palace of the Dead. But overall, like 6.2 looks amazing, and I'm wondering, what do you all think? Like, what are you gonna do first in 6.2? Because like right now, 3 things for me is get into the raiding right away, grind the PvP, or Island Sanctuary it up right away. And then obviously when the next patch comes out, it's gonna be either do the new relic grind, or do the dungeons, like the new brand dungeons and stuff like that. So there is quite a bit of content to do. I mean, overall, I'm going to do all of them. It's just like, oh, technically there's 4 things. I lied to you all. The MSQ as well. I have to do the MSQ. So, I mean, if I'm going to raid, I got to do the MSQ. So yeah, either do I hop on the MSQ, go right in the Island Sanctuary. Because like I was thinking about making guides and stuff for Island Sanctuary. Because I feel like a lot of people are going to be doing that right away. It's kind of hard to say though. So, but yeah, I'm curious on obviously the queue times. I haven't seen a patch where the queue times are like super bad. The only time is Endwalker expansion. Expansion time was awful. So I'm kind of curious if Island Sanctuary is bringing another massive wave of people and login times and stuff like that. But Island Sanctuary, which is an interesting thing, that you have to be Endwalker. 6.0, you have to be Endwalker, which kind of makes sense in the lore wise in a way. I just won't say, I don't want to do any spoilers and thing, but you'll see when you beat the 6.0 Endwalker. And yeah, it's there's a lot. There is a lot. I'm not gonna make this video any longer, but I would love to know, what are you doing first right away in 6.2? And make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below what you doing first. All right, appreciate it. Hopefully hit that sub button. Try to get to 200 subs right now. That is the goal. But thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully it's not too long. I've missed obviously multiple things. There's more even in 6.2. Just don't want to make it like a super, super long video about it. I kind of wanted to just talk about those big points and stuff like that. So overall, very excited. Can't wait. And yeah, I hope August 23rd gets here pretty quick. So have a good afternoon, good morning, or good night, wherever you are in the world, whenever you're watching this. I do appreciate it. And thank you. And I'll see you on the next one. Adios.